All right, hey everyone, I'm Scott L. Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama, and today is Monday, the 27th of April, 2020. And I don't know, not a lot to report today either. We're still on lockdown, technically. So Texas lifted our lockdown today, and Denton County has lifted its lockdown, which is where we are. Dallas County, which is just down the street, still on lockdown. We're treating it like we're locked down. We're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything. We have no reason to be leaving the house. So not a big deal for us, but that's what's going on. So we're still very locked down. And Dominica's parents left, I believe, this morning to drive to New York. I know they were in Tennessee this evening. I assume that's where they're staying for the night. So they will be in New York probably on Wednesday, I would think. Which seems a very adventurous thing to do at this point. However, the infection rate is so high that it's kind of like, what are you going to do? Nice weather today. It was warm and pleasant to be outside, very sunny. We had just a few drops of rain sporadically in the afternoon, but that was about it. Liesel came into my office and set up, and you can see it kind of laptop here somewhere back there. She set up and worked on her video game for several hours today. We've officially made making video games a part of her school curriculum, which she's quite excited about. And it's a career that she wants to do, right? So she's willing now to learn programming and video game design and storytelling and all those things. And so she's been working with her RPG Maker, which she's been doing for some time. She got that for her birthday, I think, is when she got the latest version of that and a whole bunch of new stuff. So she's continuing to work on those games. She has two versions of RPG Maker for those who follow along. MV, the current one, and V something, the one version back. The one she's had for a long time, the other she got for her birthday. So several hours working on that, but we also found some curriculum stuff for one was a short curriculum from Udemy about RPG Maker. So we're gonna have her give that a try. It's not very long, but we're hoping it'll give her a little bit more of a cohesive picture of what she's working on. And the other piece is another game studio, but one that's used to make games like Undertale, which she's a huge fan of, and Hypersail, and several others. It's a pretty well-known and broadly used game engine, and it'll give her a different approach than RPG Maker does. So we're hoping that will be something. So we got I want to say like a 15-hour course maybe for that, also from Udemy. So we have high hopes that those will encourage her to really get into like solid game development and start doing some programming, start doing some serious writing, and see if that's really something she wants to do, because obviously the earlier you learn what you want to do or don't want to do, the more that's going to benefit you for your career long term, both in learning the skills and in having time to build up knowledge and experience and all that. So she's been wanting to do that for a long time, so that is continuing, and now we're moving into being a real part of her curriculum. And she even said she wanted it to be added to her school so that she was forced to do it on a regular basis and not let it slide, because as she recognizes, she is very lazy. So she did a lot of that today. This evening we had fish and chips while we watched another episode of Voyager. And then Dominica and I spent the evening watching Kara and Nate, one of our favorite travel and just YouTube shows. And we watched that like all evening from 7:30 or 8 o'clock until 1 o'clock in the morning. So we did quite a bit of catching up. The latest episodes we were watching, they're in Bolivia, which is really cool because they're in La Paz, where we have an office. And it's neat being able to be like, oh, we know people who live near here and they're going places. And of course, our friends, the Collaos, are from La Paz. So very cool there. Anyway, so it's about 1 o'clock in the morning on the 27th. I'm just wrapping up the last 2 days of videos. Not a lot else to report. We had a good day today. Overall, work went well. A lot of meetings tomorrow, so it's time for me to get to bed and get these uploading, which has been a real struggle. The YouTube client has really had issues recently, but we seem to have a pattern and are able to get them uploaded finally. So that is working. Beyond that, I don't think there's any real news to report. So I guess I'll talk to everyone tomorrow. Stay safe.